Hello everybody, it's Lucas Mackintosh here, and I'm back with some more Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories for the PlayStation 2. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out one of my retro Let's Play videos. I really appreciate it. If you are enjoying my content and would like to see more, then why not hit that subscribe button, because it's letting me know that you guys enjoy what I'm doing and it's helping my channel to grow. And also you'll be instantly notified every time I upload a new video, and I've got new content coming each and every single week. Okay guys, this is the final set of videos for this game. That's right, it's going to be over in 3 videos. Can you believe it? It's been such a wild ride. A very enjoyable one though. For anybody who couldn't get into the game after playing Grand Theft Auto 3 and found it to be too difficult, I highly recommend giving this one a go and then going to 3, because the differences are just incredible. The missions in this game are just so easy compared to that one, a lot more laid back. They're fairer as well, so even though I do screw up, most of the time it's my fault. I do feel like a lot of the problems in Grand Theft Auto 3, and I've mentioned this before, were fixed in this game, like with the aiming, with the sniper rifle, so everything's just opens up a lot. You will also notice I now have 20 grand in my possession. I needed 20 grand so I can pay 8 ball to get some explosives for the next mission. I actually went back to Staunton Island off camera and I did the Carmageddon missions over and over again in the fire truck in order to earn the cash. So I needed that money basically. I just thought it wouldn't be interesting for you guys to watch me do the same thing over and over for about 40 minutes. It took a long time to get the money together, but I managed to do it. I also did a little bit of taxi cabbing as well on the side, but was finding that to be a little slow, so I managed to scrape together the money. So yeah, we're going to be doing 4 missions in total in this set of 3 videos. I will be doing No Money, Mo Problems, which essentially is the same mission as bringing the house down, in which we need to go underground and blow up some tunnels for Donald Love. Love on the Run, in which we have to protect him and get him to the airport. There's a mission for Salvatore, 2 missions in fact, the final 2 missions. The Shoreside Redemption, in which we have to kind of use a police convoy to actually protect the security van that he's in and get him to the courthouse, and the final mission, the Sicilian Gambit, which is absolutely awesome and one of the best missions and easiest missions on the game, believe it or not. So yeah, I'm going to be finishing the game at the end of the 3rd video, so I'm super stoked that it's like finally come to an end now, because now I can kind of focus on doing more platform games and stuff. I mean, I love this game and I love doing GTA 3, but I'm going to take a little break from the GTA universe because it's all I've done these past few months. Right, so let's go to 8 ball and let's set up for the next mission.
Donald sent me to pick up some hardware.
Alright, I got what you boys need, but it's gonna cost. Don said you'd pay me up front and he'd reimburse you later.
Yeah, I bet he did. Now where's the hardware?
Shit, son. Hardware like this takes time to put together. I'll be in touch.
Okay, not to worry. You can see the money's been deducted from my total there. So 8 ball, as you can see, will contact me when his bombs are ready. This mission is one of my favourites on the whole game. We get to go underground near Fort Staunton and blow up the underground and create a mass devastating explosion which will rock Liberty City to its very core. How cool is that? So I've just got to wait for him to call now, and it's a bit frustrating because why can't he just give it to me straight away? I don't know, but I suppose it's to build up tension in the storylines. So we'll just run around for a bit. As you can see, I've got the old tuxedo on, which I got from doing a few Toshiko missions. Oh, and I don't want to spoil it, but the reward for finishing this game is amazing. It's well worth playing through the whole game just to get the rewards. So you truly will be the king of Liberty City. That's a hint, by the way. For all you guys who've played this, you will know exactly what I mean. For all those who don't, stay tuned, because all will be revealed at the end of the 3rd video. Okay, so come on 8 ball, phone me up. It's just like, come on, like, why can't you just do it straight away? Here we are.
Like I have plenty of time.
This 8 ball. Your hardware is ready to ship out.
Great. So 8-Ball's ready now with his stuff. We can now go back and we can get the explosives needed to complete this mission. This mission took me a couple of attempts to do off camera. It's not that hard, to be honest, and that's what I love about this game. All the missions seem harder than they are. There's always a way to do it. They're not as frustrating as you think. I didn't have many of those bang your head on the wall moments right in this game. So here we are, bringing the house down.
Look, man, this truck is loaded. Know what I'm saying? Drive cool. Yeah. It's all good. Sure. I'll put him on.
Tony, we're one little job away from being fabulously rich. We've scoured plans of Fort Staunton. Its weakest points are along the old subway that runs underneath the area.
Great, Don. All I gotta do is dodge 100 wacko Italians.
Just head along the Porter Tunnel and you'll find your way in just fine.
Yeah, so literally we need this van. This van has got all the explosives in, so we can't damage it too much because we need to plant bombs in the tunnel. Now you're probably thinking this mission is really difficult. It seems difficult, but trust me, I read up on this mission. I read an FAQ and I was like, oh my god, this mission is going to be really hard, but it's not. It's really, really simple. So long as you don't damage the van. Anything you do though will kind of, you see that meter almost in the top right, the damage meter there. If you take any knocks, then the van will eventually explode when the meter gets full, and that's something you don't want to do. Now you're probably thinking the tunnel's really, really far away. It's not. It's actually, as I said, underground, and that's where we need to go. As Donald said, Fort Staunton is where we need to blow up, but we need to go underground. Pardon me. At its weakest points. As you can see, the Forellis for some reason tried to stop me at this point. It's very annoying, but they won't stop me from doing it. They won't stop me from achieving my goal. So I'm going to go this way. I probably am taking the long way around. I think there's like several routes you can take into the tunnel anyway, so I'm just going to go by this one. Oh, I took a little bit of damage there. You can take, like, I would say about halfway. Half a bar's worth of damage, but don't take any more than that, because in the tunnel you're going to need to turn around, and if you keep banging your van, then it will blow up and it's mission over. But the best thing is if you do die, you can just do the mission pretty much straight away, because you get a taxi to the mission briefing, which I think is really cool. So we go down here, and it was a welcome relief to actually figure out that where you need to go is literally right there. So right through this tunnel here. See, we just got to follow it now. And this is where we're going to plant the explosives. Don't worry, there's hardly any resistance. There are a few Forellis and a few workmen, but you don't need to worry about them. Just do what you're told and you'll be fine. What I mean by that is I followed the instructions and you'll be alright. Basically, a lot of these yellow markers are there just to kind of check your progress, so that the game knows that you've actually gone this way, and it can help you to complete the mission. So it can be frustrating because one of these yellow markers, well, two of them in fact, are where you need to place the explosives. So you'll get to one of them and sometimes it'll be like a checkpoint, and it can be very, very confusing. I went Riri then, didn't I? I went to said Riri instead of very. Can be very confusing as to whether you plant explosives or what. But you just drive to the yellow marker, and Tony kind of does it automatically. Towards the end, you do need to watch out for the Forellis, but as long as you're quick, they won't be able to hit you. And then you just escape. You are timed, but trust me, the game's more than generous with the time. As long as you know where you're going, you'll be alright. Okay, so there's a yellow marker here which signifies that we're going deeper into the subway system here, or the underground system I should say. It's very cool to be doing a mission underground actually. I was actually quite excited by the thought of planting bombs and creating mass chaos and shaking Liberty City to its very core. It's very exciting to me. Right, okay. So just got to keep following those markers. You probably noticed the timer hasn't activated yet. I think it only activates when we get to the first of two explosive points where we need to lay the bombs. So we'll go over here. I don't know why that doesn't work. Alright, now we want to place the explosives. Right, what we need to do... See, the yellow thing, the reason why I got out the van was because it disappeared. I wasn't sure if it had disappeared, so I'm looking for the yellow beacon. The beacon's actually around the corner, and this is where you can get confused. I'm like, oh, do I go that way? Then I realised, no, it's around the corner, because I'm like, well, what are those workmen doing there? Why was I supposed to kill them? It's because this is where we need to place one of those explosives. So I kind of get into a bit of a pickle here. So all you got to do is drive to it, and I think it's automatic. I'm sure he doesn't. There you go, see. That's one planted. Right there. So we need to get back in the van. And we've got about the same time as it takes to try to solve a crystal maze puzzle now. And that's 3 minutes to actually place the remaining explosives. I think there's only a couple. Possibly, I don't know. I'm sure there's like only one or something. Alright. See how it's doing this again? Basically, the yellow marker I thought was like where to place explosives, but it wasn't. It was just a marker to show you that you're going the right way. So we need to keep following the markers until we find the actual yellow marker, which I think is that one. But I'm like panicking now because I'm like, oh my god, how do I get onto that platform? So I overcomplicate it. What I need to... Oh, for God's sake, what am I getting out for? So I go up to it, but it disappears. I keep thinking I've got to get out the van to do it. It makes no sense that you've got to like be in the van to do it. It's daft. I think this is like the last explosive. So we're going to go up here very carefully. And I'm going to plant the bomb. I'm going to do it now. Oh, and you can see something else has shown up over there. That's frustrating for me. Because I'm like, is that not the explosive? No. Can you believe it? It just kind of keeps going. But there we go. That's the final one, guys. That's the final one. So now I've planted it. But check it out. There's a witness. So basically, I have to kill this workman. And now I've got to plant another one. So there was in fact two. I think that hopefully this will be the last one. And I've got just over a minute to actually escape. Right, now we need to escape. Now don't get back in the van. You want to steal this vehicle here. And we want to drive towards the yellow. We've got plenty of time, so don't panic. Just put the pedal to the metal and you'll be fine. Now you'll find your way blocked here. Don't panic. All you've got to do is reverse and slowly turn around. And drive up here. And go this way. It's nice and simple. Go through the gate, and there you go, guys, done.
Wine is so sophisticated.
That simple, and it's done. That's how you do it. Look at the place, it's an absolute wreck. Carnage on the streets of Liberty City. So it really is that easy. And check it out, I've got just over £6 as well for my trouble, so it's not too bad. And you're probably thinking, well, Donald doesn't really reimburse you. He does reimburse you, but he doesn't give you any interest. That's the thing, you do kind of get your 10-20 grand back, but not in the way that you think. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Suffice to say, Donald doesn't give you much money. But anyway, let's pop back here, since it's convenient, and we'll pop into the save point. So, there we go. Save the game now. Right, so the next mission I'll be doing for Donald Love is called Love on the Run, and that one's very easy again. We've just got to take out a wave of baddies trying to kill him, and then escort him to the airport. Simples. Like I said, I've been raving about this game. I'm like, a lot of people ask me, you know, you're still doing GTA, and like, I love talking to different people about this game and hearing their different experiences. I'm really encourage anybody who's never picked up a GTA game. This is, for me, the game to get you into it. I mean, admittedly, I've never played 5. I've never played 4. I played a bit of San Andreas. So it's like I need to play catch up seriously with these games. It's just technology moves so fast nowadays, which is why I just love all the old stuff. And I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and she was saying about how she wants to be retro because it's where she's happy and where she feels more comfortable. And I kind of understand that. That's kind of in some ways how I feel, because don't get me wrong, modern consoles are okay, but there's just something about the old stuff. There's something about the games, the way that they were made. I don't have to put a headset over my head. You know, I sit in front of the telly, have a nice cup of tea, and play the game. And that's kind of what I've always done with a D-pad. That's kind of generally how I like to play video games. I mean, I think the only kind of joystick I would kind of use would be the N64. But other than that, I just can't seem to use them on the PlayStation 2. I just don't get on with them. I'm a D-pad person, always have been, which is why whenever I play Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City, that's how I'm comfortable. It's kind of like the same as like I have to drive in this view. I can't have the car on screen because it just gets in the way for me, so I have to have that first-person view. So whereas I suppose other people are different, they need the car to be on screen, so it's kind of weird. I am weird. I think a lot of people would agree that I'm quite a weird child. Put it that way. But at least I'm happy anyway. I might be weird, but I'm happy. Anyway, let's head on back over now to hopefully Shoreside Vale. We can crack on with the next mission after things have been blown up. Donald's come into some money, and now he's got a nice house near Tony's, so that's kind of where we'll go. So I didn't really have too many issues with the loading screen this time round. I think it's my disc that might be slightly damaged, I don't know. I've had occasions when, I know like in the last couple of videos, there was a moment when I was going across the bridge and it just stopped for like a full minute. It loaded up all of this, it took a minute, and it was like indigenously slow. I don't know whether it's the disc, my PlayStation, or what. Very strange. Yeah, man, I'm going to finish this game. I'm excited. It's done. I can kind of move on now. And I will be doing more GTA, but in the future, I think. I want to kind of just do more platform games now. That's kind of what I just feel I need to do more of. I love all kinds of different games, but I want to do Mario 3, Mario Brothers 3. That's a game I've never completed. I've done it on the NES using cheats and like the Game Genie, but now I own the SNES Classic Mini with all the emulation. I can kind of emulate it, so I can kind of do that and do a full Let's Play of that. So I'm looking forward to that because it's something that it's achievable. You know, it's difficult, but it's a challenge that I can overcome, and it's a game I can probably have a lot of fun with. So I will be doing that. That's probably my next Let's Play. I'm still doing Mario World 2. I do need to finish that, of course. And I need to crack on with my GoldenEye review as well. I've been promising that for months, and I just been a little bit slow on the uptake of that. So that's still in the works, guys. I just need to find time to sit down and finish it. Anyway, let's do the next mission for Donald Love, which is Love on the Run.
Caterpillars, no, that's no good. Damn it! It's just so... Oh, shit, if I just had something cold to cuddle up to, it'd be so easy.
What's going on, D?
Antonio! Oh, I'm just seeking spiritual enlightenment, if you must ask, but not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Your message seemed kind of anxious.
Anxious? I'm meditating. Anxious. Moi. I'm at one with the universe. That's just impossible. Oh, shit, that's right. There is a load of Colombians coming up here to potentially kill me if I don't keep my mouth shut and pay them all off.
Oh, I guess that would explain all the Colombians hovering around outside.
Oh, shit. Please, Antonio, you have to get me out of here. I don't want to... Please, I don't want to die. I don't.
So much for being at one with the universe, huh?
Oh, thank you, Tony. I'll make it worth your while. I promise. Oh my God, Tony.
Alright, so what we've got to do, and this is what I do, is I pop into the garage and I stay in the garage. That way I've got a good vantage point. There's also some extra armour there if you need it. Now get your AK. Donald Love runs around like a madman. Don't worry, he'll be fine. He follows you anyway, so he'll stay in here as long as you stay in here. So just stay where you are. For me, it's the easiest strategy because they will come to you. Do not ever go to them, because if you do, then you're a sitting duck essentially, and they will tear you to shreds. As you can see, they're just going to keep coming for a while, but don't worry, they don't spawn infinitely. It's just they're fixed. It does seem like that way, that they just keep coming, but just keep blasting away, and eventually the next cutscene will kick in. See that? They're just making little dents here and there, but they're not really doing me any real damage. If anything, I'm sort of damaging them, but you have to kind of wait for them to come into view really before you can kind of target them. I think that can be a bit tricky, but it's also a lot of fun as well. I didn't find this, again, too frustrating. I really enjoyed the challenge of this mission. There they are. So look at that. Even when they arrive in their cars, I can just take them out like that. It's like not even a problem. There you go. So we'll blast him. Blast him. Is anybody else coming? I think... Oh, there's some more coming. There's like... I think there's like 3 or 4 at the moment. I've just got to wait for him to loom into view. It kind of sucks because there's all these guns there and I can't really get to them. I suppose I could, but I don't want to risk taking damage. It's kind of like I'd rather be safe and do the mission. I don't want to get too hungry for guns. And that's the thing. I mean, I'm running out, but I've still got my automatic weapon, which is my go-to weapon anyway, so I'm doing alright. Essentially. So there's a few more kind of huddling together. Oh, come on. And they all kind of follow the same pattern, which is good. Nice and easy to remember. Come on. Let's do it. Come on. Yeah, there's like another car's arrived now. Alright. I think the ones just staying by the car, they don't seem to be coming near me. It's in the far right. I don't know if you can make it out, but the car in the far right is like, I think there's one just standing there, not doing anything. So I'm just waiting now. I think that's the queue now. No more are going to come. I've just got to take out the one by this car, and I think that does it. If I can just get to it. So I need to move edge closer very slowly. I just don't want to be taken by surprise. Oh, for God's sake, how have I not killed them yet? I don't get it. Come on. There we go. That should do it. And with that, I'm going to go back. And there you go.
D, come on, let's go.
Oh my garden! Look what you've done to my beautiful garden!
D, we could do some landscaping or escaping. It's up to you.
Get me to the airport.
Okay, we just got to head to the airport now. So we're just going to get into a car. And now we've got 2 stars. Don't worry about the police. You could probably easily get to the airport, but do you know what? I was just so worried that my lucky streak would end. I'm going to play. I played it safe, and I'm going to go to the pay and spray now and just get my car sorted out. so I don't have to worry about the police. I'm on a nice, cool, calm ride to the airport, so it won't cost me too much either. I thought just in case. Alright, is it up here? Is it? No, it's not in there, I don't think. I have to keep remembering it's near 8 Ball. But hang on a minute, I did see something back that way. There was like a police kind of star, wasn't there? I suppose I could have used that. But well, let's just get in here. Let's just get this vehicle sorted out. There you go, get the cops off my back. So all we've got to do now is coolly drive to the airport to, I think it's Avery's hangar, and then Donald Love will jet off and we will never see him again. Well, until Grand Theft Auto 3 anyway, because this is like a prequel. So yeah, great characters. I was actually having a conversation with somebody the other day about this, and we were talking about how these games are good because the characters, there's so much depth to them. And I remember, I think I told you guys there was like a scene with Salvatore and he's looking out the window and he's being really serious, and you just felt his emotion. You know, his emotions I never felt I could get from, I never thought or felt before, to be honest. I never thought you could get that from sort of video game characters. I mean, the only game that comes to mind that does that for me is Metal Gear Solid. That's probably one of the most realist experiences I've ever had playing a video game. The characters are so well developed. They've all got character flaws, and they're all trying to help Snake. Yeah, it's very philosophical, that game. Absolutely love it. Anyway, we're now driving to the airport, and I need to find the road, which is down here. Love Fist. Okay, we're going to drive all the way to Avery's hangar. Nice and simple. No police on our back. We can finally crack on. And get through there. Alright, this, I think it's the same hangar as before. So I'm going to go literally the same way. Avery's jet, which is that hangar there. And then, boom. Here we go.
I do so hate goodbyes, my friend. Let's just say adieu.
D, it's been an education.
And there we go. £6 in our pocket. So we're gonna pop in the car. And we're going to drive back. Now, there should be a news report that should kick in a bit, so I'll stay silent for that when it does kick in. So if I don't say anything, that's why.
It's now been confirmed that the wide-scale destruction of Fort Staunton was caused by a series of underground explosions. Rumors suggest that the mafia-linked Forelli family were using the derelict subway running beneath the area to stockpile an arsenal of munitions for their gang wars. It's not known at this time whether this terrible tragedy was caused by the weapons cache accidentally being ignited or if foul play was involved. Tune in later for more details on LCA.